Alright, hello and welcome back everyone. So today I'll do my second video, and this time was a game on, what's it called? Dragons in the Dark. It's a Drake ditto, and it was quite interesting. I tried something new, I tried to get some good info on him with recons, and I also made use of missiles to destroy a couple copters as well as a bomber, so those are really worth it. I hope you'll enjoy, and well, let's go forward, see how it goes. I got quite behind in terms of capture game though, doing so. So yeah, quite standard, rush for the second base by both players. Probably infantry for like 4 turns, I'm guessing, on this map, maybe even 5. Just lots of infantry spam, starts capping. I start capping my base. Okay, I make a recon here, so I'm already thinking this game was quite a bit ago, so I don't exactly remember anymore what I did when I did it. So yeah, I make my recon, probably already planning to either harass his comm tower, potentially, when he goes for that, or already use it for scouting. I'm not entirely sure what I did. We'll see. Probably going to harass the comm tower. So, let's see. My turn, I go for the airport, I move up. Yeah, so next turn I'll probably start capping both airports. He makes an artillery. Okay, it's pretty fast. So he wants to play like a ranged game, kind of stally in the middle somewhere, probably. What's his game plan? Lead it in the income and then just guard it until you win, which he did. He did get a lead in income, and then the artillery made it quite hard for me to advance onto him. So that's this game plan worked out. So I make my second recon. I think this one's purely to it was made so I could see whether he was going to make air units. So as soon as he made a copter, I would know, and I could make like an anti-air in response. And if he kept spamming B copters, then I knew that the one standard anti-air would not be enough, and I would make multiple. So I currently spent like 8,000 cash on not really combat units, mostly just for recon, which honestly they worked out really well. Still not sure if it was worth it. We'll see in this replay maybe if I will try and do this more often on this map or not. So he's got his recon now as well. Probably wants to harass me in the middle, so he can try and cap those himself, put some pressure. Okay, he starts capping his comm tower, so he is indeed thinking of probably being aggressive with this recon, getting the bonus damage. Makes a tank. So this northern base here and my southern base down here will pretty much spam out infantry the entire game and do nothing else. Now spoilers, mine does pull out a few other units, but it's mostly just infantry. Because there's like so many forests here, like it's hard to progress through. Even if you get through the forest, it's like plain tile, another plain tile, forest, plain. It's such a slog for anything that isn't an infantry to use this base. It's painful. So yeah, kept my airports. I'm slightly ahead in the airport capture game. Well, actually I had an income right now as well. What's he capping? He's going to be capping 2 properties to give me money next turn. I'm not, so I wouldn't say I'm necessarily ahead in capture game. I just just grabbed a couple a bit better, but now I need to run away further to get them. And yeah, income is pretty much the same, I think. Maybe actually got this guy. Maybe I'm doing a bit better on income, which on the capture game, which is good. Like capture game is so important. Like getting those funds to be ahead and then put that pressure. Like you get ahead and then you just snowball. You just get more ahead. That's kind of what you want to do, unless you get like very nice shot because he misplays or something. But typically you just want to get slightly ahead and push that advantage to get constantly a little bit more ahead, like a snowball. That's also why there's like a capture limit win on most maps. Like if you reach the capture limit, there's no way you're gonna win really. The enemy can just buy like nearly like a medium tank ahead of you every turn. Okay, so he's trying to make a tank like each turn so far. Now it's my turn 8, so this would be where normally anti-airs would come out, or like 8, 9. It is a large map though, so you can maybe get away with turn 10. He didn't make one. I don't think I made one yet either. I do typically like anti-air though, like they're really strong against infantry too, but you just gotta be careful about tanks. You don't want to get hit on your anti-air. Okay, so I go for a double tank. And here goes my recon to see, well, there's forest, right? But to block potential capping of the comm tower. He's capping the middle right now, so he's being quite aggressive there. He does have his recon to back up, but okay, he's on the mountain. Don't know why I checked that. You can see anything, but just wanted to see. So yeah, here comes the infantry. So unfortunately, he now sees this recon here by just moving in. I didn't like block it or anything from capping, unfortunately. I probably should have just put it on top of here. Then he would still have seen it now, so it still wouldn't have trapped anything. Probably just put it here next time on this forest tile. It's safer. Like then we'll see it then, so he actually starts capping it. But whatever, I might have put it here too because I was planning to scout what he was doing. So Stanks move in. And here comes the Battlecopter. Quite surprised why I made it here and not up here. I guess he's gonna charge my recon, otherwise there's no reason to build up here. I feel like this is closer to the middle of the map, to the center. So my turn again. Okay, so I just fire at his infantry. I didn't even move. Could have moved up here potentially, but I probably didn't want to use this one to scout anymore. I'm guessing because he would expect it, right? Like there, he knows there's a recon somewhere. So I probably make another one in the future to do the scouting part. I start capping this. Like this is just like okay, let's see what I can get. Right, it's probably dead, but. So tanks move in, I see his infantry here, I shoot at it, move my recon in further. So here I purposely put it inside the forest, I'm quite certain I did. So if he was on this mountain, right, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah, he would not see it. If he was on this mountain, he would not see me enter this forest. So I purposely put it here, just in case he had something around here to potentially see me. So I was being really sneaky with this recon right now up to his airport, because that's where I wanted to get the info, right, to see if he was spamming copters. Because even this Drake copter is still great. Like, don't let -10. No, okay, it's -20, but don't let that fool you, because like everything the copter hits doesn't really want to hit the copter back. So even if it's 20% weaker, it's still good. It's still going to do solid damage. It's not going to take much retail. It's good. And you can catch some people off guard who don't expect it, so that can make it even better. So here I want to put it into the forest, get some scouting. I see he has a recon here, I get trapped. Okay, end my turn. Fires with his artillery. Like, I don't know if I watched the replay. I don't. Often I do watch the turn replay in Fog. I never use the move planner. I don't get it. I don't understand how it works, and also don't want to be that try hard. But like, if I watch a replay, I would know that there's an artillery in either this or this forest. So yeah, he shoots at my tank, so that's bad for me. He's getting some good engagements. He destroys my infantry. So right now, it's a good turn. It's a good turn. He got some nice value. or decent value. So yeah, his copter goes up here. So his copter was basically just built to destroy this recon, which it's not the best use of funds, I guess. So let's see. Also, I want to apologize for the tiny battlefield. Like, this is a really big map, as you can see, and often you can focus a bit more towards the middle. But because I'm doing the sneaky moves from the sides, I wanted to show it. I might zoom it in later. So, my turn. Here comes the tank. So, I nearly killed this tank. I'm not sure how much... yeah, no, I wasn't going to do 70 plus damage on it, so it's not a low roll or anything, it's fine. Didn't expect it to die, probably. So I start capping these places. I know that he's capturing his comm tower, so I probably want to do the same. Okay, use my infantry to finish off his tank. I'm glad that worked out. Sometimes it doesn't, it's really frustrating when it doesn't. So yeah, I start backing up the middle. I know he's captured that property, and I want the other property to, like, keep it even. Because he's currently had an income, and I just want to keep even, basically. Because I'm going for the scout info, so I'll know what he's making, so I can use my funds better, and get my advantage that way, but still don't want to fall behind in funds. It's not nice. Doesn't feel good. So yeah, I start capturing the comm tower, so next turn, if I'm smart, I should be capping it immediately and have the damage bonus for next turn. Alright, here it goes. He starts capping all the stuff. He's got his comm tower, so he got that immediately. That's good. Gets his damage bonus unlocked. Actually, it's 2 comm towers in this map, right, for each player. So Drake's copters actually deal full damage. They're like normal battlecopters. This map has really strong units because of that reason. Just 120% bonus power, you like max and everything. Nearly semi-infantry, max tanks. Of course both players have it, so... Alright, so here goes my turn. Okay, I built a copter last turn. Do I cap the comm tower before I attack? Oh, okay, I pull back the infantry, or the recon. I want to try and get the info. So my recon's now in range to see what he made. I see he made a tank, so I'm probably like, oh fuck. Hopefully he doesn't, like, annihilate this recon, because that would beat what I'm doing with it here. So yeah, now I move the other recon up into the next next furthest forest I could reach, and now I can see if he makes air units. And I see he has nothing right now, so I'm like, oh, okay. No copters yet. I mean, there's probably a copter in the forest somewhere, but... or in the map somewhere in the fog. I would expect most people make a copter. That's also why I make my copter, but no anti-air yet, because I'm like, I can use this copter to like attack his copter then, and it's pretty decent. Okay, so I start capturing his property, which is even more value than capturing this property, which he also has a lot better defender right now, so that's a good choice. Not that I knew that, as you can see, as I just run into the death trap and try to cap it again. A pretty bad play. I'm probably quite frustrated on this side. Like, I can see he's standing over here, and I know he's capping this, so I'm like, he's probably has some units here, and I have nothing here. I need to back this up, so my tanks are sort of in striking range, nearly. Move my infantry in, because like the infantry base, right? Move my tank back to keep them in a nice, safe death ball, they call it. So they can guard each other if they get attacked and just counter. Like, all 5 of my tanks are just like hugging each other. It's very solid, you don't want to attack this. This tank is also potentially in range, well no, not really. Needs to be like 1 more. Okay, now make some 2 artillery. Because I want to hold the line, I guess. Yeah. He captures the building down there. Moves in the tanks. Starts capping my base. I'm not happy about that. Up here, I don't want to cap this, that's for sure. If he caps this, then I know I'm very much losing at this point, because he has middle, and he has this counter property of this. Like, one of these is mine, one of these is his, right? I would say this one's mine, this one's his. So if he captures this, then he basically goes free reign on getting this, and then he has 4 properties ahead of me, which would be just probably game over. Pretty much. So I didn't really want to get that, for sure. Yeah, lose my infantry there, was to be expected. I trap his infantry, doesn't matter too much. Barely can't see his copter here. It's not good. So right at this point, like, where am I in terms of unit values? So it doesn't show, right? Yeah. Alright, so I probably feel like I'm a bit behind right now. Let's see, yeah. Actually, no, I have more unit value than him, apparently. So I still did better trades overall. It's so easy to always underestimate how well you're doing. Okay, so here I see, nice, he made a battlecopter. I can see it. Okay, so I probably make an anti-air next turn. Still haven't seen this copter, I'm still expecting there to be a copter somewhere. I knew I was. So move my infantry on the mountain to see some information. See, yes, a lot of units right there. I could see 3 tanks, I could see a recon, I can see like 5 infantry. Yeah, and there's my anti-air. So I guard my town, and I move in the artillery to guard the town as well. That's pretty good. Oh my god, so here you can see the power of like com towers, right? Like max tank. This is what a max tank can do to a recon on road. Just boom. Goodbye. Get annihilated. So, let's see, move infantry further up, get some scouting info, try and put them in like favorable defensive positions. So try and not have them on roads, put them on like the silos, the forest, the cities. Okay, I've moved both of them upstairs. I probably just want to try and hold this, right? Utilize the forests here to just hold this flank, which is something I've done in the past too. I don't know if this is the best way to play, just so I've been playing this map. Focusing like middle, and like either down here or up here, and then holding off the other location with the artilleries. And maybe a rocket later, who knows. So yeah, I don't know why I go into the middle here actually. Like, I know there's an artillery somewhere if I check the last turns, right? Because I don't know if I did. But this is a really bad engage. Okay, kill the scouting info he has. I move in, like, how did I move the copter? Okay, I'm pretty sure, yeah, it does. So I make the copter go like this, which is really dumb because I literally know there's infantry here. So I'm telling him or showing him that I have a copter. If I just let it down like this, it would have been completely fine. But no. Okay, so try and, if you're playing fog maps, try and realize like, okay, where does he probably have vision? How can I move my unit so it doesn't go through his line of sight? Because if he watches the replay, then he will know I have a copter. And that it would be somewhere around here. So yeah. Alright, he uses artillery immediately to blast my tank. Makes sense. Oh my god. This hurts to watch. You can see, like, in a replay, man, what kind of mistakes you make. It's like, why did I do this? Like, what was I thinking? Lol, okay, and so this is when it sucks to be infantry and not get the kill. So he moves in his full infantry, shoots my tank. Don't care. He's like, oh, he must be super low. Let's use his 2 infantry to kill. Okay. I'm like, ooh, that's a hero tank. Okay, so just some infantry trades going on the bottom. Starts capping the city again. Like, he really wants this, but it's just throwing away the infantry. He literally threw away that infantry. So yeah, he didn't see my recon up here. So by this point I'm probably like, okay, it's safe. Oh yeah, right. I was waiting for him to base skip. If he would ever do that, I would go through here. Come on, can I see the range? No, it's not showing me the range. Yeah, like I want him to base skip there, and as soon as he would base skip, I would go through. Didn't want to move through, like if you made like an infantry there, because as mentioned with the copter below, if you would check the replay, he would see, hey shit, a recon just went past my base. I have to take that out. So yeah, I was just waiting for a base skip. So I fire at his thing with the artillery, I kill him with my infantry, I place my infantry on the city to defend it, get the defense and get repaired, and shoot the infantry that's on the road. Get an equal trade, but again I'm gonna get healed, so I'll be at 7, he's at 5, he cannot engage this. Move in the other artillery in case it would be like a tank that comes in. Unfortunately I would not be able to shoot on the north, but I'll be able to shoot these 2 tiles, right? Just pre-positioning. Getting it up there to get where I want it to be. So here I use my copter to attack his copter. Great, that's essentially what I bought it for. So I'm like happy. So here I move it in closer. Okay, so this is probably where I thought about, wait, if I get this thing closer, I can reach this forest. So I move it in here because the artillery unit is 1 vision, so I can't see me on these shoals. An infantry wouldn't either though. So I put it here, and then as soon as he skips, I'm going to move into this forest, and moving into this forest allows me vision of this base, this base. Like both bases will be visible. Insane information I can get from that. So yeah, my turn. I move my tank onto the road and shoot his tank. So normally you don't really want to engage on roads. It's like very low defense, but like he's very bunkered up there with low HP units. He has a hard time hitting me, and I have a max tank. Like I shoot his tank, it's pretty much obliterated. So it's not bad. It's a good trade. Even if he kills my tank now, the tank's still nearly done its full value in damage. So it's all right. Like things can change in how you want to engage if you have like 2 comm towers. Okay, so I do a tank combine. Yeah, there's no way I ever watched the replay because I still seem to have no clue that there's an artillery here. Oh my god. So yeah, I combined the tanks. Did I do it for maybe like a unit? No, I can't build another unit for this, for the combine either. So yeah, I just put it there to like guard it against being capped, I guess. Move my tank in, shoot his infantry. I kind of want this city, right? Like that's probably what I'm gunning for down here. I also know he has a copter here because I scouted it and I got the anti-air close by. So this tank might actually be kind of trying to bait the copter. Though I would only be able to hit the copter if it attacks from down here. Oh, here comes missiles. See, this is when the fun starts. I felt feisty. I was like, I'm gonna try this. So I'm gonna use this missile to base lock this airport, which, as mentioned before, should be the primary airport you build things from. And I'm moving in my recon close now, because of this idea up here, where I had like, okay, if I get to this forest, I can see both bases. I was like, wait a second, I can move this guy closer too and get information on the airport, base, and airport, so I can see literally everything he builds. So yeah, we start going for that. So yeah, he just artillery fires my tank again. I wonder when I realize that he has an artillery there. I hope soon. Then again, I don't think I'm gonna engage onto the city anymore with how many units he has around it. It'd be impossible to reach it. Okay, so here my copter's nearly dead, and I'm like, oh damn, he has quite a few copters. Which might actually make me happy, because I'm like, oh, he might invest more into copters, especially if I don't show that I'm willing to make too many anti-air, and then as soon as he starts making like really expensive units, like the bombers, I can just boom, blast them with the rockets. So yeah, here he engages the tank. Could he have done this earlier? Hold on. Yeah, he has this. No wait. So he doesn't have a superpower yet. So he blasts. He gets it now. So he just uses the power then. So yeah. Let's see what happens. Blasts my infantry guy on the city. Moves onto the mountain and sees that I have the thingy here. Wait, didn't he? Why didn't he attack? Didn't he see? Oh yeah, because of the rain. So the rain also affects Drake himself, which unlike Olaf, who doesn't get affected by his weather, Drake does. So Drake loses a field of vision for raining as well, so his infantry actually cannot see this infantry, which is why he doesn't fire at me. So like right now here on the mountain, right, he can only see 4 instead of 5. This infantry, okay, this infantry can only see 1 tile, where they usually can 2. So yeah, he kills my copter because he knows there's literally 1% HP because of the rain. Same for this tank, kills with the infantry. Snow rolls there, just literally guaranteed. My recons are running out of gas. That's annoying. Then again, they're not really meant to be moving that much more. Wait, what did I just... Okay, he combined his infantry to 9. Probably just want to try and keep this efficient, but he has like nothing to defend it, and he knows I have some units there, so I don't know why. Yeah, okay, so here comes another copter. I'm like, oh man, he's spamming units. So, oh yeah, this missile, I also built it just before its superpower because I didn't want this thing to get hurt yet. Now, obviously, it is going to get hurt by future superpowers, but by building it here now means next turn it'll be repaired and it'll be full HP and he'll have 0 power as I try to get it in position. So here's my turn, and well, I just Drake Typhoon back, right? Let it rain, let it rain. So yeah, I blast this infantry on the mountain with my artillery and infantry. Alright, because of the Typhoon, this tank is actually 1% HP again, so I use my infantry to destroy it. Use my 1 HP tank to kill this other 1 HP tank. Use my 8 HP infantry to kill this copter. Use this 8 HP infantry to kill this one. And then I start capping, putting pressure. Like, I want this city. Like, I know he's there, but I need to see him, right? So it's not like really a trap. I knew he was there. Yeah, okay. So now I start moving my missiles in. A missile starts its long trek to its road of glory or demise. Who knows? Rockets always get memed that they're terrible. They kind of are. So, just blast some of his infantry. Okay, so, oh right, of course I didn't move up here, because I'm like, wait, why didn't I move up here? But it's like, I know he has a copter, I see it, so I don't move up here and I don't shoot it, otherwise this copter would destroy my tank. Double tank turn, pretty standard. I like my tanks, tanks are good. It's kind of boring too, but I mean, this isn't boring. These rockets aren't boring, right? Yeah, some trades, some brawling going on. Both his sides have essentially lost right now, and this middle is doing all right, but Yeah, he's now fortifying his middle further with the artillery, so he's lost the sides and he's winning the middle. And the middle is generally the most important thing, because from there you can attack wherever you need to be, right? You can fortify a lot easier if you own the middle. Okay, so here we go. The rain's finally over. Okay, some replay bug happened down here. I got two infantry standing on top of each other while already having infantry. So this happens sometimes, but don't worry about it. Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna refresh the page, one sec. Okay, there we go. There we go, it's fixed. There were a lot of infantry bugs there. Alright, so just trying to get some vision, right, going on this mountain, seeing what he has. Like, I'm pretty sure at this point I know he has this artillery here. So I know, okay, he has 3 artilleries here. Move in the anti-air. Man, Contar is so good. Just destroyed 8 HP infantry like nothing. Okay, so I move him up here to get the vision. I move down to get out of vision from the copter so he can't attack it. And I'm just taking defensive positions, right? I want to heal these units. They're also very low in fuel. I want to get them resupplied. I make my copter. Not entirely sure why I made the copter. Probably because I didn't want to make anti-airs. Because if I made too many anti-airs, then he would stop making air units. And I did not want that. So yeah, just some brawling going on. Constant fighting. I mean, this is something you probably never see in the high level games, I think. Just all this little fighting, these little scraps. So he made an anti-air. I wonder why. Like, he has quite a few copters to challenge my copters if I make them, and I haven't shown that many copters, right? Like, he clearly has air superiority. I don't know why exactly he made the anti-air. Like, it's still good if it kills a copter, right? But he has so many units that can hit the copter now. And also units can easily bait my copters in to then get another copter hit and just win. So I see another copter made by him. At this point I'm probably like, damn man, I need to get this rocket up there, or or the game's already over, or it's not gonna make any more air units because it already has the map filled with air units, right? Probably could have built the rockets earlier, but I didn't want to because of the Drake Typhoon. And I had to wait until specifically that turn to make it, so I made it as soon as I could. Like right now, seeing by the power meters, I'm taking much better engagements. Like, the more power you have, the worse your engagements are, usually. If you have an income advantage, though, you could also see it as a, well, I have more units. Of course, I might lose some more and be equal that way, but then I'm still winning because I have more properties. I'm getting more power, more units to get power from, to then just use more power than my opponent. So more income also means more power. So it's like a double-edged blade. That's why income is so important. Like, even being ahead like 2,000 is insane. It's so good. Right now I'm only 1,000 behind. However, I was really feeling it. I felt, actually maybe not yet, but I was feeling quite pushed back into my own little area because I felt like I lost too much money on the recons maybe, but it wasn't the recons, it was me pumping stuff here in the middle. So actually watching this replay, it's really good to see that it wasn't the recons that made this fight hard. It was some poor decisions in fighting. These recons are amazing, and I'll definitely try and do this again in the future. Okay, so two tanks, two max tanks destroy a tank on property. Painful. So this might actually be when I was feeling really repressed and was thinking that these recons were not a good idea. He makes more anti-air. Why? I mean, yeah, you see this copter now, but like, why? Okay, so yeah, I use my artillery to shoot this infantry. Use my infantry to finish it off. Move this infantry up for vision. I can, yeah. Can see quite a few units, but I already saw those. It's just to keep vision in case in case I lose my copter or something, right? I probably want to bag off the copter. I just want to see this infantry is really safe up there, so. Yeah, I knew it. Artillery's right, so I wanted to see them to try and hurt them. I can see S2. But yeah, like right now, one is really hurt. So there's pretty much just one artillery. I get 3 tanks there. He's got the copter as well, though. This was a tough engagement. But I felt like I wanted this property. I wanted to get this little property ball. I actually thought it was more income ahead too. When I was trying to count, I thought it was like 2,000 ahead. But it was only 1,000 ahead. So yeah, I moved my rockets up. Just speed through this turn a little bit. Make another recon. I'm not entirely sure why, but maybe I just want some more vision in case for like the artilleries or something. If I could get next to the artilleries, they would be able to see everything, which would be nice. Yeah, he blasts the tank on the road, which is good to get the maximum amount of unit damage. Maintains control of the middle. Wait, why was this copter still here? Okay, I don't know. I don't want to go back, but like, not great. So I lose that copter for pretty much no reason, I think. Maybe it did something amazing. I don't know. Let's assume it did. So here I'm like, oh man. Yeah, this is definitely worse, feeling like, oh my god, I'm losing this. And here I get this, so yeah, I got my recon here now, and I can see both his, well, all 3 of his bases here to make something. And I'm like, oh, he made the bomber, and my rockets aren't in range yet. Damn it, this would have been so sweet. Unfortunate. So yeah, he made this because he feels pressured by these tanks here. I wouldn't even feel that pressured, honestly. Like, you could easily have made a battlecopter and been fine. But yeah, now he has very little money, so he made the 2 infantries, and because of that he base skips. He cannot buy this last infantry. And here I seize the opportunity. So yeah, I move my rockets up immediately. Can I stop right clicking? And here comes the tank. Blast his anti-air because I got the copter right, so I want to give the copter free space to move in. Artilleries cannot shoot copters, so yeah, it's safe to move in as far as I know. I try to drop this cap because if he gets this, I lose money and he gains it. I know we'll never get this city back the way it looks right now. Yeah, I move back my herd tanks to get some healing on them. And here we go. The recon moves past his base, making sure not to move on top of it. If you move on top of it, you can see it too. So move around it, move into the bush. Now I can see all of his production bases. I can see everything he makes. And yeah, okay, so because I see this bomber here and probably I see some other air units as well. Yeah, I see this copter as well. I'm like, this guy's spamming air units throughout the match. I've got this copter here, he made the bomber. I'm not in range yet, I need anti-airs. So I just was like, okay, plop down 2 anti-airs. Anti-air is also pretty good against, with double com towers. Decent against tanks on road even if they're a little bit hurt. They're good against the infantry, they're good against the artillery, they're pretty solid right now, I think. So yeah, we just keep defending the northern property for as long as we can. Like, the forests make it really hard to spot these artilleries as well. So yeah, it fires at my copter to do 2 damage and to get the necessary power to pop a super. So here we go, Typhoon, everything gets hurt again. Destroys my tanks. Everything's getting wiped. There we go. I can see he made another copter as well. This guy loves his air units. I'm not entirely sure why I picked Drake in this case. He's going really excessive on air units. Maybe trying to prove that air units can work on Drake, which, yeah, they can. That's for sure. But if you're going this heavy on him, probably should have picked a different CO. Shit, because I own this mountain as well. I can move. I can see these rockets in, right, and I had to make sure he didn't have an infantry standing on this mountain as well. So I moved on top of this mountain so I would be able to see whether he had or not, and I can see he doesn't. So I know this rocket is safe to like move up into range. Because right now, yeah, its attack range is this far. So unfortunately, I will not be able to shoot this bomber if they go and attack my mountaineers. He can't see it, right, because of the rain. Okay, I can't check. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, he can't see that. Even if it didn't rain, he can't see it. Oh yeah, okay. He ends turn, my turn. Just boom, Typhoon back. Typhoon trading right here. It's like the rainforest. So yeah, I'm just trying to heal all these tanks down here, because if I can get these healed, it's like getting a lot of value back over a few turns. So it costs me resources, it costs me funds, right? But like, that's plus 6 tanks each turn. It's pretty good. Is he gonna cap this? Oh no, okay. I don't think I can stop it. So he even caps this property right here. So now it's his turn. Yeah, he immediately captures it, and now I'm like 2,000 behind. And in my head, I was like, oh my god. I'm at like 3,000 behind now. I'm like 4,000 behind. Whew. And here I'm like, oh, beauty. So yeah, I was really happy that he moved in here like this. Infantry. Oh, he combines his artilleries here. Okay, so he gets a fully HP 1 plus. You get the fuel back, so you can drive around potentially. It's fine. Trap. Kaboom. There's your trap. Ugh, why do you take this engage? You have a 4 HP tank. You're attacking 7 HP tank on the forest while you're on the road. Like, you're not even gonna get equal HP after you hit, and then you get a hit back, and you have less defense. Like, why do you take that engage? Alright, reinforce this middle. So, like, this infantry, like, yeah, you can send it back here, right? But, like, it's just gonna drain negligible funds. But, like, what's it gonna do? Just use it to, like, body block. Use it for vision somewhere. Just scout a forest. Replay bugged again. I move anti-air below here and it shoots. I have to reload again. Okay, here we go. I could probably zoom in the screen a little bit maybe. Let's see how this looks. let's see. See, I like this is fine, right? You can see everything that happened now. This is a little bit bigger. Okay, you can't see the turn skips up here, but that's fine. So yeah, I destroy his copter. Do damage to the artillery. Like, yes, so many artilleries here. So yeah, here you go. My anti-air just blasts his artillery, and as you can see, it's quite a bit of damage. It's not quite tank, but it's near a tank. It's probably like a non-com tower tank. So yeah, I tried to start capping his base here again. Like, I need bases. Yeah, I'm actually 4,000 behind right now. Like, I'm like, if this remains, I'm gonna lose. Yeah, we actually missed the glorious shot, or I missed it. Maybe you guys saw it. But my rocket shot just annihilating his bomber. And I was like, yes. Because if you look at values, like if he had the bomber up, he would be even right now. But destroying that bomber just immediately just minus 22k. Really nice. Kills my copter. Blast my anti-air, blast my other anti-air. So now I'm like, oh no, I lost my anti-air. Though on the other hand, he might make more air units as well now, because it's like, oh, I just killed all his anti-air. Which, hopefully he does. Although I'm not in place yet with my rockets. So yeah, maybe if rockets had like one more movement, that'd be sweet, because then it'd be 1 turn and a half, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it'd be like one of these 2 tiles or something if they had one more movement. And that would have the airport in range. So yeah, I know he has no infantry on here, so I know it's safe to move up here. And now I base lock his airport. I retreat back the tanks. I just want to heal them. Want to keep their value. I'm just gonna drain my funds to heal them over time. Not really sure if it's worth it, because I know I'm behind on funds and I need to make plays right now. Like, yeah, I can pull them back and get decent value on the repairs, but I'm behind right now. Like, the more I wait, the more he's just gonna snowball me, right? Like I mentioned in the beginning. I was probably thinking like that bomber kill basically just kept me in the game right now. Like, there's a lot of funds lost. I lose my unit here, so I know, damn it, he has an artillery. Probably in this forest. People don't usually have sub in here, even though I do, but people usually don't. Yeah, here is anti-air just blasts my recon. Like, anti-airs are often underestimated. Like, they do pretty good damage on like nearly everything. They're like super powered recon is how I used to think about them, and like when I was younger and playing these games, I'm like, damn, like why would I make recons? These anti-airs are just way stronger than recons. They move better, they attack harder, they destroy air units. Yeah, anti-airs are pretty cool. Might possibly be one of my favorite units actually. They're very versatile. So yeah, he just keeps trying to cap this. I just keep blasting him with my artillery. It's pretty satisfying. Yeah, and he makes a copter. And I blast. I don't know if he was watching replays, because like he had a tank here, or the bomber here, right? And he's like, my bomber's just gone. Or maybe he just thought I had rockets somewhere in here for some reason. I mean, you can't know what rockets are. They would be so unexpected. It's like, yeah, you have no idea. But now you should definitely know, like, oh, well, He's like base logging with rockets, and you need to like find them and want to use his airport. Okay, trying to get some scouting info on him. And yeah, I get some scouting info. I get a lot of scouting info. I see double infantry, copter, artillery. So yeah, I just back out. Apparently, probably a good move. So I just back out, get some repairs, stay defensive. I know I can't get that city as much as I want it. I know I can't get it. Next turn he's gonna potentially grind power to get Typhoon again. Okay, after killing this tank for sure, he's just gonna Typhoon. I know he's gonna Typhoon again. So yeah, artillery blasts my artillery. At least I think it wasn't artillery. No, a tank, yeah. So blast the tank. Here's the Typhoon. So yeah, remember when I said tank blasts recon on road? Like the one defense star saved this recon from not dying. So if you're playing a max ditto, make sure if you're using recons, do not put them on roads. Like if they're on roads, you can get one shot by a tank. Always make sure they end their turn in plains or forests, because then you can use 1 HP recon for blocking information, whatever. Don't let it get one shot. I'm not sure why he moved into this forest. Why he expected that to work. He also has no backup. You just move there, but you can't attack it at all. Makes another copter. Yeah, this guy must not have been watching the replay turns either. I even see he has the artillery here now with this infantry that he doesn't know is there. I'm getting so much information. It's really nice. I also saw how he made a copter. Actually, no, I don't see he made this copter here because of the rain. I can't see it. Yeah, just blast this copter. Unfortunately, though, with 6 HP, it's no longer enough to kill it, but it's still good damage. And it's going to drain some more funds of him next turn because of the repairs. I moved this infantry up here to block in case he would go into the forest sideways. I would body block it, giving me another turn to like kill it. So yeah, something to keep in mind. Try and like be sneaky. Try and block. Like, how's he gonna move? Like, he's probably just gonna go immediately to the left and then go down right to see if there's something in here to scout. But by doing that, he will bump into this infantry and immediately get stuck here. I'm gonna try and get a lot of repair value this game though. I like my repairs, it seems. Okay, I tried to cap this again. I don't know why. It's 8 HP. I know it needs 3 turns to get this. Maybe I'm just waiting for him to attack so I can attack him. I don't know. I have no idea what I'm doing. Yeah, okay, so I'm moving in some tanks to defend when he attacks it. Okay. He did not bump into it. He moved downwards like this. However, he's still in the vision of my infantry. Okay, and this copter's also starting its search. That's funny. Oh, I love it. But yeah, I can see this with my recons. What kind of glitch is happening here? No? I feel like something's below it? No. Yeah, it is. Oh, come on, game. Stop bugging. Okay, let's see. Let's go back to the turn. I just refreshed so it reset the turn. Like, he keeps stacking my anti-air. Like, I don't know why he's focusing so much on the air control. I mean, he's winning, right? So he's probably thinking he's doing something good. And, he is winning. To be fair, I would agree. I was scared this game. I'm like, I'm so much income behind. Damn it. So even though I'm losing, normally if you're losing you would get your powers first, but I am losing with a lot less income. So if I win in trades, it's still kind of even, but he's getting more power once more. So okay, so yeah, I see his copper still. I blasted because of the actually no, I would have even seen it from the rockets, because rockets are like their own recon. They scout for themselves. Some people meme about it where like Grid buys rockets to scout forms. Like they're literally the recons of Grid. He has so much artillery too. Man, you could have. Why is he playing Drake? Maybe he just really wanted. Sorry, maybe he just really wanted the global damage. But it's so easily, like, if I was Andy, like, it's just so bad. Like, it's so risky picking them, because Andy is available in this tier. Yeah, I'm just trying to halt his attack here, just making a wall of artillery. I have artillery here too. This is a real artillery battle right now. Make another recon for scouting, and I just have low funds. So, whoopsies, he sees me, and I can't attack it here, because I have 2 dead zones on a rocket. Repositioning all his units. Like, they're very spread out. Okay, so here's my turn. Let's see what I do. Okay, yeah. So I'm just playing, come and catch me if you can, even though I don't have any fuel. Like, I can't be anywhere else. But if he doesn't realize that, then maybe he... Well, if he's smart, he'll just move through the... Just move right, and then move down to just bump into me. I come up, I shoot his artillery. Probably not the best because he has his artillery here. Should attack from down here, apparently. Blast his artillery too. So much artillery this game. It's very... I'm glad I analyze this for myself as well. It's just... I don't know what's going on. Many strange decisions. So this is like your medium advanced wars gameplay. Medium skill. Very exciting, honestly. I love it. I love this. I would never want to switch. Best gameplay. Just death balling down here. Look at all this artilleries, man, on the south. Jesus. And more copters. Okay, so just move down and try to follow. Yeah, he found it again. It's still blocking this thing from building anything, because if he builds, I'm just going to blast it. I don't care. I know I'm going to lose these rockets. They've already paid for themselves. It's great. But the more time I can let him waste there, the better. You guys some good shots at my artilleries. Makes me very happy. So yeah, I'm starting to fight back. I'm still behind in income, and I really need this. I really need these bases. I might be able to get this one next turn. He's capping this one, but he needs 2 more turns to get it. Man, fighting these artilleries hurts, but I gotta do something. Oh, what? Why is it not playing anymore? Okay, it doesn't show it, but he forfeited. He forfeited the game here. Unfortunately, it doesn't show it. But yeah, like if I go up here, you can see that there's no more turns. So yeah, very interesting game. I still feel like if you played any other CO that wasn't Drake, that could make better use of the air units, potentially better use of the artilleries, it would be much better. Like, I feel like his CO pick here was really strange. Like, if you just picked Andy or Rachel or whatever else is available on the tier 2? Yeah, this is tier 2, right? Because you can't play tier 0 is unavailable ever in Global League. Tier 1 is like the really strong ones, like Max and stuff, and Eagle and Olaf. And then this is the tier below that. So yeah, there's a lot of COs available to you here, and I feel like Drake was, the way he was gameplaying this one was not the CO to take. I just wanted to get the information with the recons, maybe make 1 or 2 copters total. I mean, bombers is always good. If you make a bomber, it's because he's making medium tanks, and the bomber's gonna one shot that. It doesn't matter whether you're Drake or not. Like, you want to make a bomber in that case. So that's fine. But yeah, if you're heavily focusing in air like he has, like he made like 6, 7 copters. Actually, I could see how many copters I destroyed. Hold on. So like this, and it kills. So he made 6 copters, yeah, and the bomber. The bomber is whatever. Although I don't know why I made it. I didn't have medium tanks. I just had normal tanks. There was no reason for this bomber at all. So yeah, don't play Drake if you want to. If your entire game plan is to make a lot of air units, don't play Drake. Like, probably not. There's probably better ones out there. So yeah, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching.